we're going to do Street Fighter's newest character, Abigail, from Final Fight. Uh, Let me just get this off the bat. I think Abigail is an awful design, but I also think that his battle costume is amazing. So I used his battle costume. Um, so let's explore this story mode. Okay, so right off the bat, he's making car noises, and that's stupid. Um, I know he's like the Hakan, Dan, comedic character, but you know, he's a grown. Oh God, yeah. And now Buki's asking him. So we're already into scatological humor at this point. So, and apparently that's how his story starts. So, yeah, yeah, we're dealing with some real high quality storyline here. Um, and I'm someone who, but check out how badass that outfit looks. Come on, man. Like I don't know the whole. I never thought he looked good in Final Fight, and his new look is especially awful with the friggin' maple leaf mohawk or whatever. But that is just an awesome outfit. I refuse to even look at his defaults because with the fucking dreads and the nail in his teeth and everything, that just looks like a man who will fuck you up. The other one just looks like, well, I don't know, like a 1930s strongman or something stupid like that. But anyway, so there we go. Nice transition for you for Ibuki. I should also note, and maybe it's just I'm getting over something wrong with my throat, so you have to forgive me with that. Okay, God, he's doing more noises. So, but I also discovered that you can't really do transitions on Abigail, I guess, because he's too huge. Because I kept looking at the bus scene on the China stage, and I kept thinking, you know, I wonder if what it looks like when he gets shoved into that tiny little seat. But apparently, you can't shove him in there. So, just a note for when you're playing um, against Abigail, that he can't do that. So, anyway, here he is fighting Zangief, and oh my God, the difference in their height is ridiculous. Um, Another weird fact about Abigail, though, is that they list him as being 558 pounds. Sorry, 54 pounds. And he's 8 feet tall. Now, at 8 feet tall, he's like a literal giant at that point. I do love the way his super looks, though, especially when it, like, literally breaks the fourth wall when it hits you. Um, but I mean, and he's a ton of fun to play. This is just, God, Russian cars running by. What like, okay, yeah. See, now we're in like Blaze Blue category, where you know, suddenly Jury is convinced that he's making boob jokes. Like we're talking, suddenly she's no over a million, and it's just like what? So, I don't really know what to say about this story mode. It has the more fights than any of the other ones, so I mean, at least that's a positive. Because I'll tell you, Abigail is really fun to play. I really don't normally like big, dude characters, but he's super fun. But that said, um, I mean, he comes off moron. Like, oh man, I love that throw. By the way, that's just like really fun to do. Um, and that's it's interesting that when you do the his like charge to that has tons of armor on it. It's also interesting that the X version of his throw does not do as much damage as the regular version. Um, I wonder if that's a situational thing because I remember running into that with Nikali, but only in like the corners and stuff like that. So I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. Um, but yeah, like um, Abigail is listed as 584 pounds, and at 8 feet tall, he'd be skinny at that height, and he's still making car noises. And like, it's. I mean, I don't really know what to say else about it because it's just dumb. No one would do that in real life. Like he's just, like this mentally ill man running around making weird car noises and bothering people and getting into fights for no reason whatsoever. And that's not really what you build a story mode on, I guess. But I guess on the other hand, uh, I don't know. Like I was expecting more. I was expecting to find out like why he is even in this game. Like, did after Shadowloo fell, did the Mad Gear decide that they were gonna do something or other? I mean, did he try to did he get recruited by the Illuminati? All that sort of stuff, And instead, it's just him, talking about cars, and that's so very, very odd. And not even talking about cars, like making car noises, like he's like a 5-year-old, and you know, oh God, Alex is gonna be able to tell the car noise, isn't he? Oh God, yeah. See, I don't even know what's going on here. Um, are they gonna be best friends now? Are they gonna fight? Like, Oh my God, like it's just it's kind of I don't know. Like I feel like this is almost like, you know, this is like the story mode equivalent of Zangief dancing with Gorbachev or whatever, where it's like, well, that just makes no sense whatsoever. I do love that fucking X move, man. No, that's some good stuff, man. You know, and he's a beast. Like, I haven't fought anybody with him, online, but I'm looking forward to at least getting some time to learn him a little bit because he's so much fun to play as. It's just brutal, and you like, oh, just, oh my God, this is really just, it's embarrassing at this point. It's like vroom vroom, like stop that, just stop it. Don't do that anymore. Oh, and it's kind of cool though to see the Mad Gear people. Roxy and Axel. I don't see Jay. I hear Jay. Well, I don't hear him, but well, yeah, I do hear him. I guess maybe he's in the monster truck or something. My room. Like, are you unable to pronounce car? Like, what exactly is wrong with you that you're calling it your room? Like, no one does that unless they're like a little kid who can't actually pronounce the car. So, I don't know. Um, it's interesting to see Roxy here though, because Roxy was pretty much a palette swap of Poison back in Final Fight. Um, so I don't know. See, that is actually like the first picture of him where he doesn't look like he has severe mental issues. At least that's the first kind of cool picture of him. But you know, and see now suddenly he's tossing people around, and I don't even know who the person with the blue shoes is. I mean the blue pants and the yellow shoes is. It looks like Duck King from Fatal Fury, and I know it's not Duck King from Fatal Fury, so I don't know. Anyway, this is apparently the end of his story mode, which was awful. And, I normally really like these story modes, but geez, that was bad. So, anyway, I guess subscribe, because, it's good for me if you do that. So, I don't know, subscribe, and I guess I'll see you later. All right, take care, man.